Heartland fans, get ready for an emotional whirlwind in Season 18, Episode 8. Amy finds herself at a life-changing crossroads. Will she embrace a future with Nathan, or reconnect with Caleb, all while the memory of Ty still lingers in her heart? But just as she starts finding her footing, tragedy strikes. Lindy disappears without a trace. The clock is ticking as Amy searches desperately, her voice echoing with fear. Lindy! Lindy. Can she overcome her deepest fears and bring her daughter home? Stick around as we dive into this heart-pounding episode that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Amy's heart has always been tied to her past and the love she shared with Ty Borden. After his tragic passing, she spent countless days lost in grief, holding on to memories that refused to fade. But as the seasons change, so do Amy's feelings. Episode 8 forces her to confront an emotional dilemma simmering beneath the surface. Should she open her heart again? And if so, to whom? Nathan has been a steady presence in Amy's life, kind, patient, and understanding. He offers quiet strength and support, especially when it comes to Lindy. Nathan respects Amy's past with Ty and never tries to replace him. Instead, he gently encourages her to embrace the future, offering stability and compassion. On the other hand, Caleb's return brings a different kind of tension. Amy and Caleb share a history filled with passion and connection, but time and circumstances have changed. Caleb's unpredictable nature and past mistakes leave Amy unsure about what a future with him might look like. While he still cares for her, the trust between them has been fractured. The profound draw among Nathan and Caleb is irrefutable. Nathan offers consistency and a new beginning, while Caleb addresses a self-contradicting section of Amy's past, one loaded up with both love and grief. Lou, Amy's always strong sister, asks her to think about Nathan. Nathan is great for you, Amy, Lou says. He's consistent, loves you, and can assist you with mending. Lou has seen Amy endure and accepts Nathan offers the soundness she really wants. Simultaneously, Lou still has some lingering doubts of Caleb's capacity to be the reliable accomplice Amy merits, particularly given their confounded history. Notwithstanding Lou's recommendation, Amy's heart stays torn. How might she continue on from Ty, her first love? Could she at any point embrace a fresh start without feeling like she's double-crossing her past? Amy's choice in this episode is about more than affection, about recuperating and constructing a future distinctions her past without being characterized by it. Every association with Nathan and Caleb extends her close-to-home battle. As the episode unfurls, Amy should gauge her choices and pick the way that feels ideal for herself and Lindy. Will she trust in Nathan's consistent love, or will Caleb's recognizable draw lead her back to the past? This choice will shape her excursion and her future in manners she won't ever anticipate. Season 18, Episode 8 of Heartland vows to be a close-to-home defining moment for Amy as she explores love, misfortune, and trust. Remain tuned for this remarkable part in her story. Connections are complicated, and Amy is completely mindful of the fact that it is so crucial to be with somebody who genuinely has her well-being on the most fundamental level. Nonetheless, she justifiably feels clashed. She regards Lou's recommendation. However, the draw she feels for Caleb is irrefutable. The science between them is serious, and regardless of their past, there's a piece of Amy that actually longs for what they once had. However, Lou, Caleb understands me better than anybody, Amy counters, her voice touched with disappointment. He comprehends what I've experienced, and he causes me to feel invigorated once more. I can't simply disregard that. Obviously, Amy's heart is torn between the dependability Nathan offers and the energy Caleb brings. Lou, in any case, can't resist the urge to feel that Amy may be agreeing to something that isn't ideal for her. She needs to protect her sister from settling on a choice that could prompt more despair from here on out. You merit better, Amy, Lou urges, her voice milder at this point. You've experienced so a lot, and you want somebody who will really show up for you, come what may. Nathan could be that individual. Lou's words are earnest yet, in addition, come from a position of dread. She's concerned that Amy, actually lamenting Ty's misfortune, may be racing into a choice that could cause her more aggravation. Lou's greatest concern is that Caleb's revisitation of Amy's life will just entangle things further. She knows that Caleb's unusual nature, joined with their common history, could slow down Amy in her mending cycle. As the events of Heartland Season 18, Episode 8 unfold, Lou's advice becomes a pivotal turning point for Amy. The decision is not just about Nathan versus Caleb. It's about what Amy truly wants for herself. Does she want a love that offers stability, understanding, and patience like Nathan's? Or does she crave the intensity and passion that Caleb brings, a love that feels timeless, despite the obstacles? In quiet moments of reflection, Lou's words echo in Amy's mind. While she may not be ready to fully embrace them, Lou is right. Amy deserves someone who will stand by her, not just in the good times, but through the challenges as well. Lou's advice is rooted in her own experiences with love and heartbreak. She knows that sometimes the right choice isn't the most exciting one. It's the one that offers peace and balance, allowing someone to heal and move forward. Will Amy be able to let go of her feelings for Caleb? Can she envision a future with Nathan, even as Ty's memory lingers? The emotional stakes are high, and Lou's role in guiding Amy through this tumultuous time is undeniable. But as much as Lou wants the best for her sister, she understands that, in the end, the decision is Amy's to make. Lou can only offer advice. Now it's up to Amy to decide which path to take. As Heartland Season 18, Episode 8 progresses, Amy's emotional journey becomes even more apparent. She's not just struggling to choose between Nathan and Caleb. She's grappling with a deeper question. Is she truly ready to open her heart to love again? Since Ty's tragic death, Amy's world has been turned upside down. The connection they shared and the family they built together meant everything to her. Now, months later, her heart remains divided. While her mind tells her to choose a partner who can help her heal someone like Nathan, her heart still longs for the fiery intensity she once shared with Caleb. Nathan represents stability and security. He's kind, gentle, and has been there for Amy through her darkest moments. He understands her grief and is patient, never pushing her to move on before she's ready. Yet, even as Amy acknowledges his virtues, she can't shake the feeling that something is missing. She doesn't just want companionship, she wants to feel alive again after a long period of loss. Caleb, on the other hand, challenges Amy and makes her feel emotions she thought she'd never experience again. Their history is complicated, they've hurt each other before, but there's an unshakable bond between them. Despite everything, the connection they share feels unbreakable. However, Amy knows that being with Caleb comes with its own challenges. His unpredictable nature and the baggage of their past could make their relationship tumultuous, if not painful. Still, a part of her wonders if that's exactly what she needs. A love that's messy, real, and deeply passionate. Amy's dilemma isn't just about choosing between two men. It's about defining the kind of future she wants. Does she want to step into a new chapter of her life with someone steady and reliable like Nathan? Or does she long for the emotional roller coaster of passion and intensity with Caleb? Even if it means risking her heart once more? As Amy and Lou talk, the weight of her decision becomes clearer. But it's also in these moments that we see how much Amy has been holding back. This isn't just about Nathan and Caleb. It's about whether she's ready to let someone new into her heart at all. Amy's love for Ty still lingers like a shadow she can't quite shake. Ty was the love of her life, the man who taught her to trust and believe in love again. Losing him was a blow that left her vulnerable in ways she never anticipated. While she's trying to move forward, every decision feels like a betrayal of his memory. Amy struggles to reconcile her past with her present. How can she move on when part of her heart still belongs to Ty? This internal conflict makes Amy's journey so relatable. Her feelings are not just about the two men vying for her attention. They're about the grief and the scars left by Ty's death. It's about learning to love again after experiencing a loss that changes you forever. Perhaps the most difficult part for Amy is simply accepting that she may never stop loving Ty. Yet she still deserves to find happiness in the future, even if it means opening her heart to someone else. As Amy tries to come to terms with her feelings, this episode of Heartland Season 18 builds a sense of tension and anticipation. Will Amy choose stability over passion? Will she let go of her past with Ty and move forward with Nathan? Or will Caleb's return reignite a spark that Amy can't ignore? No matter the outcome, the heartbreak of Amy's journey is evident in every moment of this episode. As we approach the climax, Amy must confront the truth. No matter who she chooses, she will never fully leave her past behind. But the question remains, will her heart heal in time to make the right choice? Will Amy finally decide what she truly wants? Or will the shadows of her past continue to haunt her future? Just when Amy begins to gain clarity about her heart and the choices between Nathan and Caleb, an impossible disaster unfolds, one that changes the course of the entire episode. The disappearance of her daughter, Lindy, sends shockwaves through the family, propelling Amy into a new kind of turmoil. This is no longer about her love life or her past. This is about the safety and well-being of her child, the one person who keeps her grounded in this world. Lindy's disappearance happens suddenly, and panic sets in almost immediately. Amy's mind races, flooded with fear over what could have happened to her little girl. One moment, Lindy is playing and laughing, and the next, she's gone. The helplessness that washes over Amy is palpable. Her heartache over the love she's lost pales in comparison to the anguish she feels now, realizing her daughter is missing and potentially in danger. In an instant, the reality of parenthood takes center stage, and the stakes are higher than ever. In these moments, the narrative shifts from the romantic tension surrounding Amy's love life to the raw, intense fear of a mother losing her child. Amy's inner thoughts are filled with fear and desperation. She's no longer just fighting for love. She's fighting for the chance to hold her daughter again and keep her safe. The strong, independent woman we've seen until now is suddenly vulnerable, desperate for answers. Lou, Amy's ever-supportive sister, tries to help her stay calm, but it's clear that both women are devastated. While Lou attempts to maintain a level head, Amy is consumed with fear, knowing how dangerous the world can be, especially when it involves children. It's a heartbreaking shift that underscores the depth of Amy's love for Lindy and how motherhood has reshaped her entire perspective. The search for Lindy becomes a frantic, emotional race against time. Everyone, from the family to the community, rallies together to find her. The show's suspense intensifies. Amy's journey is no longer about love and heartbreak between Nathan and Caleb. It's about surviving as a mother, pushing past her pain, and doing whatever it takes to bring her daughter home. Each minute feels like an eternity, with every new piece of information adding to the uncertainty and fear. Could Lindy have wandered off on her own? Was she taken? Or could there be a deeper mystery behind her disappearance? Throughout this crisis, the tension between Amy's personal struggles and her responsibilities as a mother is explored in heart-wrenching ways. As Amy frantically searches for Lindy, she's torn between her need to focus on the search and the overwhelming emotional weight she carries. It's almost as if she's forced to set aside her own heartbreak and emotional battles just to survive this moment. Yet, despite her fears, Amy doesn't falter. Her love for Lindy propels her forward, even as the weight of everything else in her life threatens to overwhelm her. The moments when Amy's vulnerability shines through when she breaks down in private remind us of how far she's come since Ty's death. While she's struggled with opening her heart to love again, her maternal instincts have never wavered. She is a mother first, and that love is fierce, unwavering, and all-consuming. This episode forces Amy to confront her deepest fears, not just about losing Lindy, but about the possibility that she might not be able to protect her daughter, as she's always promised herself she would. As the search continues, the suspense builds. Each passing hour adds to the uncertainty, and the emotional intensity grows. Amy's fear reaches a boiling point, and it becomes clear that this is a turning point in her journey, both as a mother and as a woman. This crisis forces Amy to rethink everything. Will her love life and the choices between Nathan and Caleb continue to weigh on her? Or will the urgency of Lindy's disappearance push her toward a place of strength and clarity? The stakes couldn't be higher. The romantic subplot fades into the background as a new, terrifying reality takes hold. Lindy's disappearance looms over the entire episode. Everything Amy has fought for her family, her happiness, and even the cherished memories of her late husband, Ty, is on the line. The final moments of the episode culminate in Amy's emotional turmoil as a woman caught between her past love for Ty, her future with Nathan or Caleb, and as a mother willing to do anything to bring her daughter back. As the search for Lindy intensifies at Heartland Ranch, Amy reaches her breaking point. The fear, uncertainty, and deep sense of helplessness threaten to overwhelm her. She's endured so much: the loss of Ty, the challenges of raising Lindy alone, the attempt to rebuild her heart with Nathan, and the emotional confusion involving Caleb. Yet nothing could have prepared her for this. The unbearable thought that she might never see her daughter again. Despite the panic and pain, Amy discovers a profound inner strength. This moment starkly reminds her that, no matter what happens in her life, her first and greatest priority will always be her daughter. The family, along with the Heartland community, works tirelessly to find Lindy. They search the land, nearby towns, and consult with local authorities. As the hours drag on and hope begins to waver, the unthinkable happens: Lindy is found. However, the joy of Lindy's safe return is bittersweet. Amy's emotions are torn between relief and overwhelming guilt. The trauma of Lindy's disappearance lingers, and the quiet moments after Lindy is brought home are filled with unspoken fears. Amy clutches her daughter tightly, terrified of ever letting go again. This vulnerability is not just about losing Lindy, but also about the guilt of not being able to protect her from the world's dangers, a fear Amy has carried since Ty's passing. Yet as Lindy returns, Amy's bond with her family and community deepens. Heartland isn't just a place of physical healing, it's where Amy rebuilds emotionally. Those around her, especially Lou, stand by her. Lou, always a source of advice, now offers unwavering support, reminding Amy that her strength lies in being a mother. In the closing moments of Heartland Season 18, Episode 8, Amy's journey reaches a pivotal moment of self-realization. With Lou's support, Amy comes to understand that love is not just about romance. It's about resilience, family, and finding the strength to move forward. Holding Lindy in her arms, Amy embraces the unbreakable love of motherhood. Despite uncertainties about her romantic future, one thing is clear: Amy is no longer defined by her past losses. She is stronger, wiser, and ready to face whatever comes next. As she gazes out at Heartland, her heart is full of quiet resolve. The story is far from over, and the journey ahead holds endless possibilities. In the final scene, Amy stands tall, her daughter secure, her heart open, and her adventure just beginning. Love may remain a complex question, but one thing is certain: Amy will always fight for what matters most: her family, her future, and the peace of knowing she has given everything to protect those she loves. Heartland Season 18, Episode 8 is a roller coaster of emotions. From the turmoil of love and loss to the fears and joys of a mother's worst nightmare, this episode captures Amy's character with raw, emotional authenticity. It's not just about choosing between Nathan or Caleb. It's about navigating life's unpredictable twists, understanding that love transcends romance, and recognizing the importance of family, sacrifice, and protection. What will Amy's future hold? Will she move on from her heartache and embrace love again? Or will her past continue to shape her choices? Share your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think Amy should be with, Nathan, Caleb, or is her heart still tied to Ty Borden? Don't forget to subscribe to Next Level and click the bell icon for more Heartland Season 18 updates. Thanks for watching.